Welcome back to Allyssa K Lifestyle. My name is Allyssa, and this channel is mostly about sewing. Sometimes I do style and fashion videos and maybe a little bit of hair here and there, and earring hauls and shoe organization things. I think I have those on my page now on my channel. You can visit there and watch. I have quite a bit of an obsession with earrings and loafers, but mainly it is about sewing. I have a blog, alyssaklifestyle.com, where I list all of the things, all the details of the things that I make. And I post a lot of pictures on Instagram, so if you're on Instagram, you can follow me there. But here's where I plan on putting the full details and tutorials and things like that. I get a lot of comments and compliments on the things that I wear. I've used patterns for a base and then veer off somewhere into the abyss, but what I make is usually quite original, and so sometimes I don't always want to make things for people, so I have this so that people can, you know, learn to make it themselves. So today we are doing another look for September. Each month in the year 2021 I have done a monthly sewing project, but for the month of September, which is my birth month, I'll be 29, and which is next month. It's currently August, and I'm doing 6 different looks instead of 1. Yeah, so this is just one of the looks. It is going to be a crochet top with the back out, and like you pull the strings together and lace it up like that, and then a high-waisted pencil skirt that's floor length with a very high split. It will be linen and with a cotton lining. Also, it is on the split is going to have the yarn fringes, which is the same thing that I'm making the crochet top out of. And this is the sketch that I made of it. So this is the top. It's this is the crochet top, and it's a midriff. Well, it's cropped, so it stops right there, and then here comes the floor length skirt. So when I first did it, there were 2 splits on each side, but I didn't feel like doing that anymore. I felt like that was going to be a lot, so I'm just going to do the split on this side, which is going to be my right leg. That's what side the split is going to be, but it's going to look more like this one than this one. And the fringe is going to be the yarn, the same material that I'm making the top out of. So that's going to be exciting. If you're interested, keep watching. So this is the fabric that I'm using. It is 100% linen. Well, let me stop. I don't know if it's 100% linen, but it's a thick linen, and I've already pre-washed it and like quick washed it and ran it through the dryer because whew, it did not have the best smell. But instead of using a pre-made pattern, because I have enough of those, I'm gonna use a skirt that I have that is too small, quarantine weight. But yeah, so I'm gonna do the back first. Since the front part is gonna have 2 sides and a split, I'm not gonna do that part yet. I'm not gonna make 2. I'm just gonna make 1. So I'm gonna open this up, and I'm going to lay this down on here flat. And this is like a knitty skirt. It comes to like my calf muscle. Okay. And because this is stretchy material and it's really tight, this linen is not stretchy, I am going to overcut. So I'm not going to cut it directly like side by side. I'm going to go like a few inches out. Let me actually scoot it over some more, because I'd rather it be too big and be able to take it in than it be too small and I can't do anything with it. So yeah, I'm gonna cut like a lot, and I'm going to make it higher so it can, of course, you know, be high-waisted. Okay, so I have all of the pieces of my skirt for the linen part. I have the back piece, which is just one piece, and then I have the front piece, which are two pieces. So the slit is going to be here, but there's going to be a little bit of crossover at the top. So what I'm going to do now is cut out the lining and sew the lining to these pieces, and then after that I'm going to sew the whole thing together and then decide, try it on and decide where I want the split to happen, the crossover to happen, all of that. But I had to make two separate pieces for the front so that it wouldn't just be like a large triangle in front of my leg. It would actually be like a nice little slit. So I have added the lining to all three pieces of the skirt, but what I did was I did it backwards on accident. So instead of the right side, the split is going to be on the left side, which is okay. It's not what I wanted because my right leg is my dominant leg. That's the one that stands out like this and just is like, ooh. But now it's gonna have to be my left leg. So anyway, I'm gonna put the pieces together. I'm gonna take the back piece, it's upside down. I'm gonna take the back piece. This is the top, this is the bottom. And then I'm going to take the left piece, which I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Okay. This is so confusing, but I think it's this. Yeah, to the left piece, and I'm going to pin the left piece, and then I'm going to take the right piece and pin that one as well, and then I'm going to try it on. I decided that I forgot that I was going to have fringe at the bottom as well as the side. So I cut a couple of inches off of the bottom, and I cut a little bit more to use as the facing. So this is going to be the facing for the bottom, since there's going to be the yarn fringe all around that. And right now I just cut out some fabric to make facings for the insides, and like of the split, and another facing for the top. It's coming together very well, and I'm very proud of myself. So I've halfway finished my facing. This is the outside or the inside, and then I'm going to press it and then turn it to the inside, so then it'll be clean like that. Now that I'm done pressing my facings, I'm going to sew. So I sew twice. I sew here and I sew at the bottom of here to close it up. So this is the yarn and the color that I'm using to make the top. So I'm like kind of halfway there, and I stopped to work on the skirt. It's gonna be a really cute sand outfit, but I cut it off so I wouldn't have to use the crinkly part, so I can finish the skirt. So what I'm gonna do is cut about this much here. I'm going to lay it like this, and I'm going to cut a bunch, a whole bunch, and then that wasn't smart. I shouldn't do the facing first. I'm going to cut a bunch and put them down the entire side first, and then I'm going to do the bottom, and then I'm going to do the other side. Okay, so what I'm going to do to make this quicker and faster, instead of cutting out these things one by one, I've cut out the exact size I've needed in the cardboard, and with like maybe half an inch over on each end, and I cut out two. And what I'm going to do is stick one in the middle, one on top, and I'm going to wrap and wrap and wrap. Okay, now that I've wrapped it, I'm going between the two cardboard pieces while pressing firmly to hold it, and I cut, and I go to the bottom and I cut, and I have a bunch of pieces. Ta-da! So I finished the facings on the inside and I pressed it to the inside so that the front looks like this and the back looks like that. And now all I'm going to do is sew here and on this side as well. So I've tried this skirt on. Well, I wrapped it around, which means I've tried it on. And I think I'm gonna put one here to tighten it, like right where the seam meets. So where this seam meets that one is gonna click right there. And I'm also gonna click one right here, put one right here. And I honestly think that's all I need because there's so much overlap that I don't think I would need another one right here or anything. And plus it depends on the look that I'm going for. Maybe I want it to be more covered, maybe I want it to be less covered. So having the versatility and those options are good for me. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna start off with these two and then take it from there. But hopefully that's gonna be it. Okay, so now that the skirt is done, I'm working on the top. And what it is basically a big rectangle, and the top is, it's a big rectangle, and the top is scrunched and the bottom is scrunched. So all I need is just like it just goes just a little bit below the bust, and like this comes to the clavicle, and the back is entirely out. Okay, so now that I have completed the top, I am now going to go in and, well, first I'm going to finish it off. Okay. So now, what I have to do is make the string that's gonna go through here, around my arms, down the side into the back. And that's gonna be pretty long. So what I have to do is just chain and just keep chaining until I'm satisfied, I guess. Okay, I am done with the chain. This is what it looks like. So I'm going to start in the middle, place it here, and oops, oh, that's okay. I have these two crochet not hooks, but needles. And what I'm going to do is slip one through one side. And one through the other side. This one, I don't know how it came apart, but and I'm going to crochet it through on both sides. Like that. What I'm going to do is have it go around here, leave some out, come back around here with both of them and through the side.